Say, bro, the Hawks blew that game yesterday, man. Before we get into this video, everybody go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell to receive a notification every single time we post a video. And also put some comments down below based on this video. Welcome to Sports R Us. And last night, the Hawks lost to the 76ers, 104-99. And the Hawks blew that game. The Hawks had a golden opportunity to go back home. They just beat the 76ers on their home court just this past Wednesday. And yesterday they had a golden opportunity to win this game, to seal this series and go on to play either the Milwaukee Bucks or the Brooklyn Nets. Now, I won't lie to you, Seth Curry has been playing out of his mind. Not Steph Curry, but Seth Curry. He has been playing out of his mind. He had 34 points this game. I believe the last game he had something between like 36 or 37 points. But he's been consistent. He's been the person that's been helping Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, who had 22 points, 13 rebounds yesterday. Even Tobias Harris came through and stepped up. He did have a few games where he wasn't playing up to par, wasn't playing up to his contract. But yesterday he gave him 24, so he helped out. And that was something that actually helped them win that game. But one thing I would like to talk about is the Hawks. The Hawks, who had a golden opportunity to go back to Atlanta and to close out the series on their home floor. To me, the Hawks are just too one-dimensional. They have points and times in the game where players will start picking up. You know, you'll have Collins come in the game and he'll do what he needs to do. But Collins only had 7 points yesterday. And Capella is give or take. It just depends on that game. The one player that is consistent on that team is Trae Young. And I believe a guy that's that small and that's trying to do everything for the team when he's not shooting, you know, he's facilitating and getting the ball in the right area. He's trying to make plays and he's not scared of anything. But I think just depending on that one guy is what's hurting and hindering the Hawks from doing what they need to do. And yesterday, like I said, was a golden opportunity. It was a time for them to go into that game and to close it out, to act as if that was a game 7. And of course, a lot of these players that's on this team is young. They don't really have that playoff experience, or that they don't have that championship experience, you know, that you need in order to close out series. But I felt like they could have closed that series out yesterday. And it's starting to become an issue with the Hawks where if Trae Young isn't doing that much, then nobody else is stepping up. And even if Trae Young is doing what he needs to do, there's nobody else that's really giving him that shot, making that shot to take a little bit more pressure off of him. I think in the fourth quarter, he was one of the main people that was scoring. I think maybe 1 or 2 other players scored, but they only scored maybe like 2 or 3 points total within that game. It was for a long drought where they went with 5 minutes where it was only Trae Young that scored some points, but the Hawks wasn't hitting any field goals whatsoever. And I think that in order for the Hawks to make it to that next level, they need to find another player that's going to be as consistent as a Trae Young, or maybe just a notch below Trae Young, but somebody that if he's tired and if he's winded and he needs to go on the sideline, they're not losing leads and they're not looking just for him to score when he's on the court. He needs more players that's going to be able to create shots for themselves and be able to score and put up at least 15 to 20 points a night to help him out so that they can win series. Because yesterday was a golden opportunity, and now they have all the pressure that's on them at this point when they didn't have any other pressure on them because they were going back to Atlanta. And now they have all the pressure on them to go back to Philly in a game 7, do or die game to make sure that they win. And if Joel Embiid consistently plays the way he's been playing, and if they can get Seth Curry to continue to play the way he's playing, I don't know what has gotten into Seth Curry. I don't know if he went to a camp with his brother over the weekend or something like that. I don't know what happened, if he's been getting pointers from his brother, but he's been playing out of his mind, and he's been consistent in every single game in this actual series. Been putting up major points when they need a 3. He's been hitting those threes. I think he hit 6 or 7 threes yesterday. He's been putting in work. So we'll see what happens with the game. Game 7 is going to be on this upcoming Sunday. It's going to be a great game because this series has been a great series. It's been one of them great series that you've been seeing. A young team that's coming up and a team that's supposed to be, you know, championship or bust, pushing through in certain ways. Now, of course, Philly has lost a lot of leads, but we're not going to talk about that today because they won last night. They took care of business. and we'll see what happened on Sunday. So everybody go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell so you can receive a notification every single time we post a video, and put some comments down below. Let me know how you feel about yesterday's game between Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. This has been Sports R Us. I appreciate y'all.